Hi, FNaF aka Fans here. Today we will be playing some more Five Nights at Freddy's Secret the Mimic. I just wanted you to know that the resolution here is slightly different, and that'll be fixed later on into the video. I just wanted you to know that. I'll be adding video chapters of when the resolution gets fixed and when it is resolved. Okay, so if you want to skip to the part where it's fully resolved and there's no issue with the resolution, then skip ahead. But if you don't want if you don't and want to enjoy the show, go ahead. Also, very quickly, I'm using OBS to screen record, so the lag you experience is solely from the game, not from Wondershare, which I still use Wondershare to edit. I still enjoy Wondershare, just there's a few hiccups here and there that I'm able to work around. And using OBS to screen record the gameplay will be a good option. So either way, let's continue on with the mayhem.
Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please.
I can't get enough of this high
So much fun, 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 so much fun.
Okay, that was pretty crazy. So basically, a few attempts, it did take me for certain parts, but for the last part, it only took me one attempt, which is insanely good for me, considering I am not really good at like these types of games. I get scared easily, and as you'll see later on, I tend to hide a lot.
If you can hear me, pick up. I am dying to know what happened in there. The system was flooded with alarms and alerts, and then it all stopped. I'm guessing you took care of it. Well done.
No, I almost died again. You need to send help. Get me out of here now.
Amazing. We'll look into it. But first, the system says the data diver was updated to include creator permissions. I guess that means you're an artist now. Good job. I knew you could do it. As for your real job, your next target is the upgrade station in the demonstration theater. Check the map. You can get there through the workshops.
Okay, I'm just saying, if that was me, like, in this job and I almost, didn't make it while trying to get through the roof, I would not be just calmly, just kind of in a panic, desperate way, kindly saying that I wanted to get out. I would be so angry. I would be swearing up a storm to the point where a sailor would be jealous of my language. I am just saying, I'd be that angry if I was in Arnold's position and I almost didn't make it through the roof access. I would be losing my mind, and for good reason.
If you're assigned to run the demonstration, please follow the demo instructions. A completed director suit is required. Use the costume lift to access the theater booth. It won't operate unless you're wearing the suit. Once you're in place, the stage manager program will guide you through the demonstration. Good luck. Oh, I mean, break a leg. Sorry. Welcome to our world-famous costume workshop. If you are not an MCM employee, please proceed to the client viewing area. Backstage theater access is restricted to potential clients and demonstration operators. For your safety, a Springlock Suit is required. Springlock assembly may be required. Please ensure there are no hazards that could cause issues. Mr. Helpful is worried about the effects of moisture on the suit's functionality and safety. If you're assigned to run the demonstration, please follow the demo instructions. A completed director suit is required. Use the costume lift to access the theater booth. It won't operate unless you're wearing the suit. Once you're in place, the stage manager program will guide you through the demonstration. Good luck! Oh, I mean, break a leg. Sorry.
know it's been a while since you last heard my voice, and I think some of you might have forgotten that this is a commentary channel where I play games and give my commentary through voice, typically. But either way, I love this part. This part was insane. I absolutely love the fact that we built the animatronic and we, get in and do that. It took me a second to realize where we were meant to go. I tried leaving, but realized that was not going to happen because we are way too big in that animatronic suit, and we kind of just saunter over to this little gadget here that would basically act like an elevator for an animatronic suit.
demonstration pre-show.
Why did you go? You weren't even supposed to be there. You were supposed to be here with me and David. Oh, how am I supposed to tell David that his mother is gone? How am I supposed to raise a kid on my own? His life is ruined. My life is ruined.
Potential investors and buyers. Are you thinking of getting into the children's television entertainment space? Are the costs of writers, crew, and puppeteers holding you back? Then, boy, have we got some news for you. Welcome to the MCM Television Studio of the Future. Here, there's no need for a cast or crew. Our patented Stage Manager software keeps your show on track and condensed to fit your broadcast time slot, including commercial breaks. If writers have you blocked, use an MCM story template. Simply supply the Stage Manager required character names, location, and genre. It writes itself. Additional story templates available for purchase. What about the talent? Well, we removed the talent. No difficult puppeteers, demanding actors, or movie directors needed. Our system is drama-free. Simply interact with the performance by shooting targets to progress the story. And of course, you'll save a fortune on production costs. The MCM studio comes equipped with automated cameras, props, and lights. Seat filler audience included at additional cost. This example show is written and performed by a single costumed writer, director, cameraman, puppeteer, producer in front of the automated studio audience.
Voices, please. Operator, report to the stage left.
Now sit back. For the demonstration.
Main stage curtains. Action.
Ahoy there, kids!
Ahoy, Foxy!
Oh, why ye look so down in the dumps? Today's a big surprise party. Ye should be excited.
I'm sad because today is the big surprise party. I forgot to get a gift. It's a disaster.
Timbers, no gift! All hands on deck! All hands on deck! Lads, didn't one of you get a present?
About an IOE!
Foxy, we need the perfect present for the big surprise party!
Is that all? Is it perfect present coming right up?
Yarg! What's all this racket?
Foxy, you woke up the captain!
Are we under attack? The ship be covered in decorations? Decorations. First mate Foxy, are ye having a party? Of course not, Captain. Never. Right? Did you forget pirate rule number 22? No parties. And pirate rule number 2? No decorations. Aside from our flag, that is.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, the winning attempt, I forgot to record. I quickly checked right after finishing it if I did record it, but when I looked back to check on the recording, it did not record, so I apologize on that front. But here's something that you should know about this part. Just focus on the targets, don't focus on the little puppets that pop up. They're meant to distract you. So basically just focus on the targets and make sure you get a good score, because if you get the crowd to boo you and you don't raise it high enough but in the right amount of time, you're going to get a jump scare.
Work together, like a real crew. You've made me the happiest puppy on the 7 seas.
You did it! You found the perfect present for the captain!
I did.
The perfect present for friendship all along!
Foxy, this party was for me? Why, of course, Captain. Who else? Foxy, my birthday was last week.
Emergency. Unsafe emissions detected. The show must go on. Simply shoot the targets to progress the story. Please follow the script. Reloading. Reloading.
No! Poor Captain! Another Springlock failure? According to your records, this is not your first visit to the service hospital. Scanning. It appears you have a foreign object wedged inside. Now don't you worry. We will get you all sorted out. Stay right there, and I will consult the service manual. Good news! The procedure is simple. We must clear out the foreign material. First, we will wind up the foreign object.
Then, you'll need a stringent steam clean to soften up the remaining organic material so we can scoop it out. Finally, we will flush out your interior with a power hose, then give you a nice long soak in the bleach bath. It will be ship-shape in no time. Please wait here until your number is called. There are 4,625 tasks ahead of you.
Okay, so this is gonna be where we end. Next video, we'll either be fixing our animatronic suit or escaping this robot nurse thing. So, I'm Phantom Ferret, aka Ferret. Hopefully you did like this video. Like, subscribe, and press the notification bell, and I'll be seeing you next video.